Welcome back, everyone, to another insightful episode where we explore the intricate world of narcissism and the ways in which narcissists attempt to evade accountability. Today, we're diving into how narcissists prefer to make up after being exposed or caught in the act. Spoiler alert, it's not through genuine apologies or accountability, but rather through a series of tactics designed to shift focus away from their misdeeds. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss any of our future content. If this topic resonates with you, give this video a like and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's uncover the truth behind the narcissist's behavior together. How narcissists make up after being exposed. Unlike healthy individuals who acknowledge mistakes and seek to resolve conflicts with sincerity, narcissists have a very different approach to making up. Their objective is rarely about repairing the damage they've done. Instead, it's often about restoring the situation to one where they maintain control without making any personal sacrifice or admitting fault. Let's break down the tactics they commonly use. 1. Avoidance and selective amnesia. One of the most common ways a narcissist deals with being exposed is by pretending the issue never happened. They use avoidance as a tool to sweep their wrongdoings under the rug, hoping that time will make everyone forget. Narcissists operate under the assumption that if they can avoid the conversation long enough, the other person will move on. This tactic works well for them because narcissists don't want to face their own mistakes. They'd rather everyone else simply forget about the event. If you bring up their wrongdoings, they may react with irritation, trying to shift the blame or accuse you of holding on to the past unnecessarily. Their goal is to create an environment where uncomfortable topics are never discussed again, allowing them to continue their harmful behavior without consequences. 2. Strategic silence, giving you space to cool off. Another method narcissists frequently employ is strategic silence. They might go days or even weeks without contacting you after a conflict. This tactic is often mistaken for giving space to cool off, but it's actually a calculated move to avoid taking responsibility for their actions. By the time they do reach out, they expect you to have moved on from the issue and are ready to resume the relationship as if nothing happened. Narcissists count on the fact that time heals most wounds and hope that you'll feel silly for wanting to rehash old conflicts. When they finally return, it's often with a smile, charm, or even gifts, expecting you to embrace their return without addressing the core issue. Unfortunately, this pattern tends to repeat because the narcissist never genuinely confronts their behavior or the harm they've caused. 3. Deflection and blame shifting. Narcissists are masters at shifting the focus away from themselves and their wrongdoings. If they can't outright avoid the conversation, they will often attempt to place the blame on someone else, including you. When confronted about their actions, a narcissist might twist the situation to make it seem as though they were the victim, or worse, that you are at fault for whatever went wrong. This deflection serves a dual purpose. It allows the narcissist to evade responsibility while simultaneously sowing seeds of doubt in the other person's mind. If they can convince you that you're being too sensitive or too demanding, they can escape the situation without having to change their behavior. Often, they will accuse you of being stuck in the past or as pessimistic for bringing up old issues, further gaslighting you into silence. 4. Feigned agreement and superficial apologies. Sometimes, a narcissist will go as far as pretending to agree with your concerns, but this is merely an act. They might nod along, say they understand, or even offer an insincere apology, but these gestures are hollow. In their mind, they have done nothing wrong, and they have no intention of changing their behavior. Their apology often sounds like this: "I'm sorry for anything I've done wrong, if I did anything wrong at all." This kind of blanket statement doesn't address the actual issue, but instead serves to create the illusion of resolution. The narcissist's goal is to appear reasonable and cooperative without truly taking responsibility for their actions. As a result, the underlying problem never gets resolved, and the cycle of manipulation continues. 5. Playing the victim. One of the more manipulative tactics in a narcissist's arsenal is playing the victim. When they feel cornered or exposed, they may shift into a role where they appear to be the one who's been wronged. They'll attempt to elicit sympathy from you or others, making it seem like they're the one who's been hurt. This tactic is particularly effective when the narcissist can manipulate others into believing their version of events. By positioning themselves as the victim, they not only avoid taking responsibility, but also undermine your credibility. You may find yourself questioning your own perspective, wondering if perhaps you were too harsh or demanding in the first place. 6. Seduction and charm offensive. When all else fails, a narcissist may turn to seduction or charm to regain control of the situation. This is especially common in romantic relationships, where they may use physical affection or sexual advances to distract from the issue at hand. By appealing to your emotions, they can make you forget why you were upset in the first place. This tactic isn't limited to romantic partners. Narcissists can use charm and flattery to win over friends, family members, or colleagues. They might shower you with compliments, gifts, or acts of kindness, all designed to make you feel special and to shift your focus away from their wrongdoings. The goal is not to resolve the conflict, but to reestablish their dominance in the relationship by making you feel valued, at least temporarily. Unfortunately, this charm offensive is usually short-lived, and once the narcissist feels secure again, the same harmful behaviors will likely resurface. 7. Denying and gaslighting. Gaslighting is one of the most insidious tactics narcissists use to manipulate others. They might outright deny that certain events occurred, or they'll claim that you're misremembering things. Over time, this can lead you to doubt your own perceptions and memories, making you more reliant on the narcissist's version of reality. In cases where they can't deny their actions, they'll often minimize the severity of their behavior, saying things like, "It wasn't that big of a deal," or "You're overreacting." This dismissal of your feelings and experiences serves to invalidate your emotions and keep you off balance, ensuring that the narcissist remains in control of the narrative. 8. Using others as pawns. In some cases, narcissists will involve third parties to further deflect responsibility. This might involve enlisting friends or family members to vouch for their character, or even to confront you about the conflict. They may use phrases like, "Everyone agrees with me," or "Even so-and-so thinks you're overreacting." By bringing others into the equation, the narcissist shifts the focus away from their actions and onto the reactions of others. This triangulation allows them to maintain control while isolating you, making you feel as though you're alone in your perspective. Conclusion: breaking free from the narcissist cycle. As we've explored, narcissists have a multitude of tactics designed to avoid responsibility and maintain control over their relationships. Their refusal to apologize, constant blame shifting, and manipulative strategies make it difficult to address their harmful behaviors in a constructive way. Ultimately, recognizing these patterns is the first step in protecting yourself from the cycle of manipulation. Remember, genuine relationships are built on mutual respect, accountability, and communication, qualities that narcissists are often unwilling or unable to offer. By staying vigilant and refusing to engage in their tactics, you can break free from their influence and regain your emotional autonomy. If this content resonates with you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and enable notifications so you won't miss out on our next episode. Let's continue uncovering the truth behind narcissistic behaviors and empower ourselves to navigate these complex relationships with wisdom and clarity. Feel free to share your thoughts, experiences, or questions in the comments below. We value your input and look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for listening. And as always, stay blessed and irresistible.